small village called Umudike, surrounded by trees and dusty roads, lived a young boy named Chinedu and his mother, Ezinne. They didn't have much, just a small clear house with a tin roof, but what they had was love. Ezinne worked hard every day, cooking and selling food in the market to make ends meet. She had raised Chinedu alone since his father passed when he was just 6. Every morning before the sun came up, she would call him gently, "Nami, time to rise." And they would walk together to the market, her holding a basket and him carrying firewood. Ezinne always said, "Hard work won't kill you, but laziness will starve you." And Chinedu believed every word. She cooked, cleaned, encouraged him to study, and smiled even when her bones ached. At night, Chinedu would read his school books by a small kerosene lamp while Ezinne hummed old songs. He loved her deeply, not just because she was his mother, but because she was his hero. One afternoon, as Ezinne was preparing stew for the evening market, she screamed. A snake, black and fast, had hidden under the firewood and struck her leg. Chinedu, who had gone to fetch water nearby, heard her cry. He dropped everything and ran like the wind. When he reached home, he found her on the ground, sweating and shivering. The snake was still there, hissing. Chinedu didn't think twice. He grabbed a long stick, heart pounding, and charged at the snake. "Leave my mother alone," he shouted. He struck it once, twice, until it stopped moving. The neighbors came running, but Chinedu was already carrying his mother inside, tears streaming down his cheeks. By evening, Ezinne was weak. Her leg had swollen, and she could barely speak. Chinedu knew she needed proper medicine, so he walked to the nearest pharmacy, a one-room shop with old shelves and a small counter. He begged the pharmacist, "Please, sir, my mother was beaten. She needs medicine. I have nothing, but I will pay later." The man looked at him and shook his head. "No money, no medicine." Chinedu left in silence, holding back tears. He returned home, crushed but not broken. He remembered the herbs his mother once taught him about. He entered the bush, looking for healing leaves, roots, anything that could help. Thorns caught his legs, mosquitoes bit him, but he didn't stop. He finally found what he was looking for, bitter leaves and healing bark. He returned home, prepared a herbal mixture, and gently applied it to his mother's leg. She groaned in pain, but managed a smile. "My son, you are trying." That night, he didn't sleep. He sat by her side, watching her chest rise and fall. In the days that followed, Chinedu made a decision. He would work, no matter how small the job. He washed clothes for neighbors, fetched water, cleaned gutters, anything to earn a little money. People began to notice. "This boy is different," they said. 2 weeks later, Chinedu returned to the pharmacy. This time, he had coins wrapped in a cloth. The pharmacist recognized him, paused, then handed him the medicine. He didn't say much, but his eyes said everything. Chinedu rushed home and gave his mother the real medicine. She drank it slowly, smiling. "God will bless you, my son," she whispered. Over the next few days, Ezinne grew stronger. Her fever dropped, her smile returned, and for the first time in weeks, Chinedu slept peacefully. One evening, Ezinne sat on the porch, her son beside her. She held his hand and said, "You have shown me what love truly means. I thought I was strong, but today I see my strength lives in you. Chinedu looked up at the stars, feeling like the world had changed. Not because he was rich, not because he was powerful, but because he had protected the one person who meant the world to him. A story about a boy and his mother. It's a story about love that doesn't give up, about a heart that chooses action over excuses, and a reminder that sometimes the greatest strength lies in those with the least. When you love someone, truly, no snake, no poverty, no rejection can stop you. Chinedu proved that because love always finds a way.